Good evening all, welcome to PD Proudlock for the review of Arsenal and Newcastle United 2. Goal scores obviously from Isaac and Gordon. I'm joined by Lewis, and we'll also be going to be joined by Tony as well. We're just waiting for Tony, but Tony will be joining us as well. I'm joined by Lewis, so I'm just joined by Lewis for a minute. How are you doing?
I'm fine. As people, if people don't know, this is the last show me and Mason be hosting tonight.
Right, because Peter's back tomorrow. So yeah, and obviously Tony's going to join tonight as well. But I've sent him the link and he'll be here very soon.
Hopefully.
If you enjoy, if you do the whole housework, if you enjoy if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new, if you're new to the channel, and hit the notification bell for when you're notified on when the next show will be. So we'll be waiting for Tony.
Good evening.
One comment saying good evening, Mason, Lewis, and Martin.
You forgot to do something, Mason. If you're a member, if you want to be a member, it's 99p a month.
It is. Membership's 99p if you want to join as well. So yeah, we'll start off with the lineups. The Deli has Tony. How are you, Tony?
I think I said.
How are you doing?
Just putting his headphones in.
Oh, he's silly.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh,
yes.
Silly. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
Good evening to Michael. Hope you're doing well. We'll start with the lineups. We'll start with Arsenal's. They had Vieira in goal, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis Skelly. Is he a centre midfielder? Lewis Skelly? I'm sure he is.
Yes, he is.
When I seen he was playing at left back last night, I thought that's strange. That Rice, Party, Odegaard, Martinelli, Trossard, Havertz, and I forgot to mention with Lewis Skelly as well. Considering they had Zinchenko at left back as well, and then we have Porta, Zinchenko, Tierney, another left back, Kibo, Calafiori, Jorginho, Mikel Merino, Sterling, and Jesus. It looked like they tried to make their squad as strong for last night. Do you agree with that, Lewis? Tony?
Yeah, I think they made it as strong as possible, but we just managed to edge it.
And obviously, we'll go into our lineup as well. So we had Booker, Botman, Joelinton, Tonali, Gordon, Isaac, Hall, Livermore, Murphy, Willock, and Burnens, captain, and the subscribe Odysseus, Flacademos, Trippier, Barnes, Target, Osula, Almiron, Kelly, Longstaff, and Lewis Smiley. Lewis, were you happy with the squad that came up with last night?
Yeah, I was happy, but personally, I wanted, if it was Tabrafi's last game, as we said yesterday, personally, I would have given Tabrafic the captain's armband just to say a farewell, thank you. But that's the team I was expecting. Maybe I personally would have put Lewis Smiley in.
Yeah, I think people would have been happy with Smiley just for some minutes, but you went for Willock instead. So yeah, that was our lineup, and obviously D-Man got his 50th goal last night for Newcastle. 50 goals for Newcastle.
Brilliant. It's excellent. 50 goals for Newcastle.
Yeah, I'm pleased you got that mark. Got a comment. Good evening, Philip. Hope you're doing well. First half, we were a bit sluggish and slow, to be honest. We could have been 2-0 down before one scored. What was your takes on that 20 minutes? 20 minutes before we scored, lads?
You can go first, Tony.
I mean, look, both lineups were strong. Obviously, we had no Bruno Share, so Botman continued as right centre back, and and Willock come in, which I was happy with because I thought that was probably the right move to start with Willock. Although I must admit, I don't think Willock had the best first half. Let's be honest. But yeah, first 20 minutes, it's both teams had a go, but
oh God! There's a
Sorry.
player knocked out.
Nearly 1-0.
nearly.
Sorry. Nearly.
Yeah. So
This looks. Sorry to put in. This looks bad.
Oh.
This looks bad. I'll be 2 seconds. I'm just going to listen what happens.
somebody's down.
Yeah, Tony. Yeah, Tony, I do agree with you for what you said on that first 20 minutes before we scored. And obviously we got that goal, got the goal by Isaac. And were you happy with the performance before half time after that goal?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Gabriel Martinelli had a golden opportunity for Arsenal. Let's be honest, and I mean, I was more shocked than anything when he tried to beat Dubravka at the near post and his shot come back off the post. I'm just as pleased he didn't hit it across Dubravka because then he would have had more chance of scoring. But thankfully, he went the wrong way. So look, we could have been 1-0 down by then. But thankfully, he didn't, and we went 1-0 up. The free kick from Dubravka. I know VAR checked it quickly, but they quickly dismissed it as well. I know a lot's been said about Isak pushing Odegaard before before he scores. Look, I didn't think that had any impact on the goal whatsoever. To me, it's what happens in the box. That there's a lot of pushing and shoving goes on in the penalty area when, whether it's for a free kick, corner, or whatever it is. It's all part and parcel of the game. So I'm glad VAR didn't intervene with that one. And look, the finish was excellent. He knew exactly what he was doing. He had to lift it over Raya because if he'd hit it on the ground, Raya would have had a chance of saving it. So he knew lifting it over Raya would give Raya no chance. They clipped the crossbar, went in, but you know what a terrific finish from Isak. And, it was great to go 1-0 up. Absolutely fantastic. And a great finish, as I say, from Isak.
Yeah, I agree with you, Tony. I quickly in the sun the comments. Incredible win, awesome team performance. Eddie Howe got it absolutely spot on. He did. Alexander Isak truly phenomenal yet again. My MOM from Phil. It'd be pretty sad when the Dubravka leads being a fantastic servant. Yeah, I know he had that debacle with the Man United saga, but and obviously the poor performance he had last season. But I think apart from that, I think he has been a decent servant for the football club. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, obviously he got emotional after the game last night, as everybody saw but look, he's came in this season, he's done very well for us, and look, last season, yes, he had a stinker. Let's be honest, he was having a stinker last season for us. But look, he's always had that quality. He's always been a quality keeper. And look, for what he's done for us, he's helped us out. He's saved us on many occasions. So look, if he is to go off to Saudi Arabia, which it seems likely he is, all the reports are saying he was off after last night. So if that's the case, then look, if we're getting 8 million quid for him, I think it's great business as well, because we only paid 4 million for him, so getting double the money for him, it's great business all round, as I would say. Yes, okay, we'll lose the keeper, but what the owners will be thinking is, yes, we could say, oh no, we're not selling him in January and he can go in the summer, but then you lose him on a free in the summer. So to get £8 million in January for him, you may as well cash in now and go and get another goalkeeper, you know. But as I've always said, let's see what Vlachodimos has got to offer. We all can look at Forest last season and say, oh, he looked absolutely awful at Forest. But look what he had in front of him last season. The defence wasn't the greatest. You know, Forest strengthened that defence this season with Milenkovic there. You know, so look at what they had last season. Look how they were struggling for us. So you can't really pin it that he's a bad keeper. Remember, this guy, when he was at Benfica, and look at about 2 or 3 seasons ago, he had a £60 million release clause in his contract. So, you know, he can't just become a bad keeper overnight. And what's to say he doesn't come into the team on Sunday? He'll obviously probably start against Bromley. Mm-hmm. And if he has a good game and he starts playing well, maybe it might be Pope who can't get back in the team. And let's hope that's the case. I want to see Odysseus say to Nick Pope, right, you want to be number 1 here? Well, try and get the shirt off me, because I'm going to make damn well sure that you're not getting back in this team.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm just trying to. I've got I think 1 or 2 points. I'm going to start with the goalkeeping situation, and well, it's the 2 points are all about the goalkeeping situation. I know we're wanting Neil Gordy if Dubravka does go, but the fact is, at least we're not just going for Trafford. There's a couple of them who we've been linked with. If we do go for a new goalkeeper, at least it's not just James Trafford who we've been linked with. In the second one, I think we should start Vlachodimos more, because I've got a worry that Pope might get injured again. Because this is the second time since obviously he dislocated his shoulder against Man United. He's been injured again, but this time it's with his knee. And obviously with Vlachodimos, I think, correct us if I'm wrong, Benitez wanted him a couple of seasons ago when he was manager. There's something in Vlachodimos, and if we don't get a new goalie in January, I think we should keep Vlachodimos as our number 1, because I think the injuries are starting to creep up on Pope. If you agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. It's just a shame Nick Pope's getting more injured, but I think he's compensating for his shoulder. Now he's done his knee. I think he's going to be like an injury-prone player for us now.
Yeah, and considering as well. Sorry, Tony.
Yeah, I mean, look, with Nick Pope, I think what the problem with Pope is, because he's had this second injury on his shoulder. I think when you watch Pope and you watch him go down, he's a bit tentative to going down to dive in for to save shots now, and it's like, you know, he's frightened if he pops out. I think if he hits that shoulder again, I think that's his career will be ended. I think so. You know, look, Pope's been great for us for 10 million quid. Can't go wrong. The only problem with Pope is his kicking is absolutely erratic. It's ridiculous. He's not a good kicker of the ball. But look, he's done well for us, Nick Pope, and look, we thank him for what he's done. You know, I'm not saying he's leaving yet, but if he is, I mean, look, the reports are saying we are looking to have him replaced in the summer. So, look, there's links with Trafford. Look, Trafford's all right, but I'm not sure if it's what we want at Newcastle at the moment. But again, you know, he could come in and he could prove everybody wrong and be terrific. But then he could be absolutely woeful. But there's other goalkeepers out there that we should be looking at. You know, I've always liked Lucas Chevalier, who plays for Lille. I think he's a cracking goalkeeper. He's a fantastic goalkeeper. You know, if Trafford's worth 25 million, then you could probably you'd probably get Chevalier for about 30 million. And remember, this is a guy who's playing in Champions League football with Lille as well at the moment. So I would say definitely, you know, look at other keepers. And I know Jay's mentioned from keeping it tune, saying a keeper called Guillaume Restes, who plays for Toulouse, 19-year-old keeper. He'd probably get him for about 15 million quid. But look, I've actually seen Chevalier play live in front of me, and I tell you what, he's a terrific goalkeeper. Yes, he left 4 goals in against England under 21s, but he had no chance with the goals. But I tell you what, his organisation, trying to get the French defence organised, and not only that, the shots he was seeing, he is a terrific all-round keeper, and if we got him, I would be absolutely buzzing if we signed him.
Apparently, we've been linked with a keeper from, I know it's from Germany, but I'm thinking Wolfsburg.
To be honest, Mason, I looked at his stats last night, and to be fair, to be honest, Mason, I don't think it's a sort of keeper that I would like to see at Newcastle United, in all honesty. And unless there's something, that we are seeing in him. His name's Kamil Grabara. He's Polish, but see, I'd never heard of him until Grabara is called, but he's 26. High claims are his strengths, but this season he's only kept 3 clean sheets, and he's had he has had an error that's led to a goal as well. So, but you see, he's had 1 cap for Poland. That's all he's had, and that was in 2022. But he has been at Liverpool on loan before, back in 2021. Then he was at Huddersfield on loan as well in 2019. So, Wolfsburg got him from Copenhagen last summer for 13.5 million euros. But again, I'm not sure. To me, I don't like his stats. To me, it's not a keeper that I would particularly like at Newcastle United, if I'm honest. I don't know about you, Mason, but I just don't think he's the right keeper, unless there's something in him that that makes people think, that makes our club think, wow, he could be good. But
I know he was at Liverpool, but I think he wasn't that good at Huddersfield, to be honest. But with some of the highlights I've seen when he was in Huddersfield, I know it was like 5 years ago. But I think he didn't stand up for me in that one. When a Huddersfield say he got relegated from the Premier League, obviously it wouldn't help. It wouldn't help with having two managers that season as well, because the guy who was in charge of Huddersfield at the time, who replaced Wagner, he got sacked, and obviously the Cowley Covers replaced him. I think it wasn't that good, but Huddersfield, to be honest. I know it was championship level, but yeah, I think if it comes to Newcastle, I think they'll probably. It's a funny one because he didn't get a chance at Liverpool, but if Newcastle see something in him, then I would give him a chance. I know he was in that Copenhagen side, what was in the Champions League last season, and obviously beat Man U. But if they see something in him, just give him the chance. Lewis, I don't know
sorry, Tony, but if I don't want the goalkeeper we've been talking about, but the French goalkeeper you said I'll be having him because he's young. That's what we need. We need young goalkeepers.
Just look at the lad from who was just signed for Tottenham, who was playing tonight against Liverpool. Never heard of him. A young keeper coming in to Tottenham.
Mm-hmm.
But look at the but if he makes one mistake, the fan base is going to be on his back straight away. And now he costs like 12.5 million, but if he makes one mistake, that fan base is going to be on his back. Well, quickly nip into the comments.
See, I can't understand why they've bought a keeper when Brandon Austin on Saturday had a good game against us. So I mean, look, if we need a keeper on loan till the end of the season, because Because look, the talk is they're trying to get Trafford on loan at the end of the season, and then an obligation to buy. But I can't see Burnley allowing him a loan. There's no way Burnley are going to let him go on loan because they are fighting for promotion, and they're then left with Ladke. And if the thing is, if they let Trafford go on loan, then they're going to have to get a replacement, and that's going to be tough for them. So I can't see it happening on loan, not till the end. If he's going to move Trafford, I think it's going to be this summer. But I don't know. Would I be tempted to say to Tottenham, could we take Brandon Austin on loan for till the end of the season? It's cover, just as cover. I don't know, but then Pope will be back, and then we've got obviously Ruddy there, who's you know, and then we've obviously got not only have we got Ruddy there, but we've got Gillespie, who's the cheerleader, you know. But we need to move these players on in the summer, I'm afraid, and get back to getting the younger goalkeepers in, you know. Remember at one time we had the best two goalkeepers in the Premier League because we had Shea Given and we had the best backup in Steve Harper. And then behind Harper was Tim Krul, you know. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we had a great goalkeeping department, but it's one thing we had always been strong on was goalkeeping, you know. You know, you look at Matt Sells now, you know, for us, he was absolutely awful. Now he's one of the top keepers in the Premier League. He's kept 9 clean sheets. He's top of the charts for that. Mind he's got a good defence in front of him, but, you know, maybe Sells come to us at the wrong time. You know, we took him at the wrong time, but I do want to see Odysseus Vlachodimos given a shot. And as I said, this guy a few years ago had a £60 million release clause in his contract at Benfica. So there's no way he could become a bad keeper. And, you know, if anybody has just come into the chat or just joined the stream, Vlachodimos, yes, he didn't do well last season at Forest, but look at the team he had in front of him. Look at the defence he had in front of him. Forest was struggling. So, you know, they went through 3 keepers last season. So, look, it was just going to be one of those things. And I think if Vlachodimos gets in and starts playing well, maybe it could be that Pope doesn't get back in. He does all right for Greece. I mean, he had a couple of okay games against England. Yeah, okay, that one went in off the post, but that off his back. But that can happen to any goalkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple of Sunderland fans saying, please take Trafford because they've got Sunderland have got Burnley a week of Friday, and some of the Sunderland fans have been saying, please take Trafford so we can win. But see, I know. As I've said, at least we're not just looking at Trafford. At least we're looking at a couple of players. We're looking at Kalada, lad from Germany. And that's only rumours I've seen about goalkeepers. If anybody else hasn't, if anybody else has heard of a couple of rumours about more keepers, then fire in the comments, please, because I'm very intrigued. With that, Miguel Arteta, nothing but a whiny pratter. Who
yes.
just kind of be magnanimous in these team defeats. I mean, Arteta.
Have you seen his excuse why they lost the game to yesterday?
Because of the ball.
The ball flies differently. The ball feels different.
Well, it's funny that because that's the same football that Gabriel Jesus scored a hat-trick against Crystal Palace with in the round before that. And then the round before that, they got through as well. So how comes the ball all of a sudden last night is different to the ball that Jesus got a hat-trick for against Palace? Bollocks, in my opinion. That's what it is. And the thing is, right, and like Danny Murphy said on TalkSport, and he goes back to, he says, when he was at Liverpool, he says, in the UEFA Cup, they played with, there was an Umbro ball in the UEFA Cup game. He said, and he says, what they used to do was, he says, and what teams should really be doing is, he says, when you're playing with a different ball in that competition, what you do is, in a lead up to that game, for a couple of days, you use that ball in training. So you get used to the feel of that ball. Mm-hmm. So when you go and play the match, you know what the feel of that ball's going to be like. And he said, and obviously that's what Danny Murphy said, and that's what they used to do. And That's what they used to do at Liverpool, he says, under Gerard Houllier. He says they used to use the ball that they were going to play in the match with so that they got used to it. He says, and Gerard Houllier used to say to them, this is what he come out with, no, but there's no such thing as a blame game. We don't blame anybody. We just, you get beat, simple as, nobody's to blame for that. Not even a football.
Mm-hmm.
And he's spot on.
I mean, the bloke can't, Mikel Arteta can't take a defeat. That's all I can just say. Can't take a defeat.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening to Lee, even Mason, Lewis and Tony, how PD keep them happy new year, all what result lost for credit and all the players. Aye, good news, Peter's back tomorrow. All the best to you. All the best to you and your family, Lee. But yeah, Peter, I'll be back tomorrow. He'll be back tomorrow. Perfect opportunity for teams to start and goal against Bobby in FA Cup. Yeah, it'll be like a team will score that.
And Ruddy on the bench, yay!
Still thinking of your PD regarding the difficult start of 2025 year. You had stay strong, pal. Yeah, Peter, I'll be very appreciative to all the comments over the past couple of days. I know he's back on, but he will appreciate all the comments there. Good evening, Gordon. Hope you're doing well. Even lads, how you doing tonight, lads? Up the marks. I hope you're doing well, Gordon. We need a world class for Borky. Yeah, but yeah, hopefully we do. Hope we're doing well, Borky. Lucas Chavaria would definitely be an ideal sign. Who you've just said from Toulouse.
Yeah, not from Toulouse, from Lille.
Oh, sorry, because if somebody, I thought it was Toulouse because you were mentioning it. Keep from Toulouse. Good evening,
that was Restes.
Oh, right. I thought it was Toulouse. Evening, Joe. People say hello to Joe. Hello, Joe. Good evening to Tom Lynch, and best wishes to Tom Lynch as his birthday today.
Happy birthday, Tom.
So happy birthday, Tom, and best wishes, mate. People say hello to Tom.
Oh, there's another injury. There's an injury to a Liverpool player now.
Benton caught off of a stretch off a Spurs head injury. I don't know what had happened there.
I saw what happened. He went down to do a header. He's landed awkwardly, and he looked like he was knocked out completely because basically all the players around him just went, to the referee, just went, look at the referee and just waved the medical staff on straight away.
I mean, look, the thing is, right, just going back to, obviously, Vlachodimos, who obviously is our goalkeeper now. Mm-hmm. Now, you look at the 22-23 season in Portugal, so that was the year before he went to Forest. In that season, he played 34 games. He was in Team of the Week twice. He conceded 20 goals in 34 games all season, and he kept, believe it or not, 20 clean sheets. Right? He had one error that led to a shot that season, but none that led to a goal, and he didn't give any penalties away and ended up with 2 yellow cards in 34 games. So, look, to be honest with you, if he's kept, obviously, okay, Benfica have probably got a super defence, but the season before that, 21-22, he played 32 games. And that season, if it tells me where he's where's his clean sheets, he had kept 10 that season. So, the season after was a better season for him. But obviously when he was at Forest, things, as I say, things didn't look great at Forest last season for him. He only played 5 games for Forest. Didn't keep any, or he kept 1 clean sheet at Forest. But look, conceded 12 goals in 5 games. But again, let's be honest, as I said, that Forest team last season weren't great at all. Especially that defence.
Yeah, they weren't, Tony.
So that's why I think he needs need to give Vlachodimos a bit of a chance.
I liked him in pre-season, and obviously that game against the AFC Wimbledon. I would be happy with giving him a chance, to be honest. Good evening, Julie. Bet Lewis was well tough for last night. Hope he didn't get off the rails celebrating.
Jesus.
Bentoncourt injury looks really bad for him.
Yeah, it does look bad.
I didn't know who it was at first, but it was Bentoncourt.
Yeah,
nice to see Tony back.
Yeah, going to this, but that player who's got stretched off the Spurs, he was stretched off wearing the neck collar and had Oscar like a mask on as well.
Bloody hell! Nice to see Tony back on the game from Darren.
Cheers, Darren.
Good evening, Darren.
Good evening.
How's Peter Mason? Yeah, he's getting that. He'd be alright. I think he'd be alright because he's back tomorrow. But nice to see. It'll be nice to see him back tomorrow. Really bad move letting Dubs go. I know, especially with the form he's on. Especially with the form he's on. Why would Trevor be shipped out with Burnley or pushing them in the Championship? Exactly. But look
exactly
at that. If you hadn't, and I know it was in the group chat a couple of days ago, but Man United wanted Melly from Leeds.
Yeah.
Shite. He's one of the worst keepers in the Championship, and look where Leeds are. I
wouldn't take him.
Should have kept Dubs till the summer transfer window. I agree there with Martin.
But if he kept him to the summer transfer window, we got nothing for him.
Exactly. I think Ollie starts for us as Bromley. Wacky, you've lost your manager at the DRC. If PSR wasn't such a thing, we would have kept him till the end of the season, in my opinion. Yeah, probably would. Also, there's been talks today of letting Jamie Maley go on a permanent transfer somewhere. They're going to recall him from his loan at Newport and send him out on loan, send him out permanently. Sorry. So it does look like we're. I think we're wanting to. I think we're going to get rid and then start with getting players in. Good evening, the coffee. My line for Bromley, Ollie, Trips, Shaw, Kelly, Talcott, Magdy, Longstaff, Willock, Sanusi, Ursula, Barnes, rest of key players for the league. Yeah, because after that, we do have on Wednesday, we do play Wolves.
Yeah.
So we've got to keep some of our main players. I know Wolves haven't been great this season. I know they've had that man to bounce, but I think we need to keep some of our main players for that Wolves game on the week today.
And also, with the FA Cup game, there's no VAR in that game.
No, there isn't, no.
They used the same ball in all the FA games as well.
And they use the same football in Serie A as well. And they don't complain.
They're using the same ball there, Tottenham. Also went from set piece FC to excuse FC. Wacky says Tony was the wrong shade of yellow.
Was it?
Wacky. Nothing worse than having dodgy balls. Oh god. Dan Burn, absolutely colossal, phenomenal display in defence. Yeah, he was outstanding last night. When Arsenal used to get down by Stoke at Stoke, they moaned grass too long and pitch was made small, etc. Yeah, hypocrites, man. Absolutely hypocrites, that club. I will keep my way up being linked with in Germany is Camille Grabara at Wolfsburg replaced Castells. No. He plays for
that's the Belgian keeper.
Where's he playing now?
Oh, Castells.
Aye.
I don't know where he plays now.
I haven't heard about him for ages. If anybody in the chat knows.
Castells, that's his name, Castells.
Yeah.
That's how you pronounce it. The Belgian keeper, Coin Castells, that's him, isn't it?
He's playing in Saudi. Kadish. Kazaya. He's been in Saudi.
He's 32 now,
He's been in Saudi. Back in the home team, the home teams was back the balls in different teams, had different balls, so you might be able to trade the Qatar one game and Adidas Tango the next and the Minerva Supreme, etc. Oh, that's interesting, that. Good evening to Tom. Good evening to Tom. Johnny, sorry. So Joe saying happy birthday to Tom. I haven't seen this
Happy
rumour,
birthday,
but
Tom.
according to Wacky Youngla, Frankfurt apparently interested in Target. I'd use him as an
They are.
exchange for Mamouche. Mamouche is City bound. I can't see us getting him. Mamouche is going. I think Mamouche will go to City. But that's the first time I've seen the Frankfurt links with Target.
Yeah, that was said yesterday, Mason. Target is Frankfurt are looking at him. So some other European clubs as well. So
I can't see it, but I'm just going to say to you, I can't see us getting Mamouche because I think he'll go to Man City.
And also, like, next week, we find out who's the PSR things come in again to see who's went over or under or broke even.
People say
well, I'm not being funny. We should be nowhere near that threshold because we've not spent nothing, have we?
No, like Chelsea are close as well.
People say happy birthday, Tom. Tom saying thank you. They knock a 5 off his 15 million price tag. But I'm going to say it, I think Frankfurt will probably afford his wages if because they'll have them. If Mamouche don't score to Man City, they'll have the I think they'll have the money to cover the expenses. And I heard this one as well. Well, I've seen it actually. Bournemouth apparently interested in Barnes to apparently do a swap with Semenyo. I can't see us getting Semenyo because O'Neill's out for the rest of the season, and Evalson's out long term as well. So I can't see us getting Semenyo because I think Bournemouth won't want to lose another player because that's two of the main players out injured. But I think it'd be good. I think it'd be good for Bournemouth to take Barnes, but I can't see us getting Semenyo with two of the main threats for them out injured. Now that one, Wacky would be can you want it with longer with Forest? We put a bid in it at the last minute for longer.
Yeah, I think that was more of a panic thing, wasn't it? But there's no way Forest are letting him go, and there's no way he's going in this window either because Forest are joint second in the Premier League, and everybody's waiting for Forest to burst that. Everybody's waiting for that drop off from Forest, and they keep thinking it's going to happen. But remember, they've done the same with Leicester City. They were expecting the drop off, and it never happened. So I think Forest will finish in the European place this season. And this might just. Do you know what I would really love is us and Forest to finish in that top 4. Because I tell you what, stick that up Richard Masters because he was the one who turned around and said Forest and Everton are small clubs. Well, obviously Richard Masters doesn't do his research, doesn't look at his history, doesn't realise that Forest were actually twice European Cup winners, which is now the Champions League. So if that's a small club, and that club won a lot of trophies under Brian Clough, like FA Cups and League Cups and that, and the thing is, right, as I say, with Richard Masters, he needs to really take a long, hard look at himself because obviously he doesn't realise that Forest are actually quite a big club and they were definitely a massive club in the 90s as well.
And that's why Forest have 2 stars on the shirt.
Yep, exactly, Lewis.
And obviously, that's why City used to have. City used to have 3 stars on the shirt before they changed the top.
I like Alanga, but I think I can't see us getting him now, unfortunately. Where's Mr. Sinclair? I don't know where John. I don't know where John is
in Manchester.
We've had many. Lewis.
It's in Manchester.
We've had many class left backs during the years, like Olivier Bernard, John Beresford, David Santon, Jet Williams, Lewis and Mickey, but Lewis holds his Lewis has been now added that extra class to the whole next level, new level. Fuck's
by the way,
Lewis,
that was the joke, by the way.
Fuck's sake, Lewis. Oh, God. We've hired a gallant stripper going, oh, God. John was on last night. He was on last night, aye.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Philip, I think Beresford was right because we had Barry Benson on the left. Fair enough. No son of Gallant need. I think he's only with Chippers. I don't know where Chippers is, isn't it? I missed both Tony's and PD shows after match show, but watch it on catch up and hit the like. Thank you, Mackie. I might be the different up in the cup or not.
Tony, you know,
Of
your show
course you
last
must-
night was that just a pre-record, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just a pre-record, Lewis. Yeah,
Yeah, I thought
Of
so.
course.
I did comment on that.
Of course.
yeah. I wasn't going to go live at
11 o'clock at night.
11 o'clock at night. No, I just done a little pre-record and just took it out there.
Of course, you must hit the like button.
Mm-hmm.
On Julie. Lopetegui being sacked at West Ham, no real surprise, nah. But I think it's been stupid for the way West Ham have handled it. If any of you agree with that,
I'm not surprised.
That's no surprise.
Potter it's now confirmed on BBC. Rather lose Jamie Mailey for PS off and rather lose Jamie Mailey for PS off and Lewis Mailey. He's been out injured. He's been out.
By the way, Joe, you spelled Lewis wrong. By the way, it's the LEWIS, not the French way.
But the fact is, Jamie Mailey's been out injured majority of the time for Newport. I'm delighted about Potter coming in. He's a decent manager. I like him and all. I think the Block will be happy to leave for a final paycheck in Saudi. That's what I said last night. Wacky with Longstaff, Leeds and Everton won him. Leeds and Everton have been linked with Longstaff. Getting their lads from Lilio doing well. He's Saudi. Spurs and Forest are interested in Douglas Luiz. So that's the two Premier League clubs who are after Douglas Luiz. Because I've seen there was two Premier League clubs after Douglas Luiz, but Coffee's just said it's now Spurs and Forest. Costas and Saudi. I think they'll go to Spuds. I think you make kind of Forest with the way they've been playing. Job's only half done. It's another 90 plus 120 minutes of football to be played yet. Yeah, but I think if we score first at the home leg, I think that'll be leg up, tie over.
Actually, Lewis, John's not quite in Manchester tonight, mate. He's in Forest Green. He's at Forest Green Rovers, the vegan club.
Yes.
I couldn't do that. I'm sorry, I couldn't go there. I'm not vegan, and everything you do there's got to be. It's all recyclable stuff and everything he does there. That deal, Vince. You know, he's an eco warrior, isn't he? That's what he is.
I guess I'll do if I went there. No offense to any vegans and that. I would take a proper Greg sausage roll with me and eat it inside the stadium. I say you can't eat it, but I say I need it for my medication. I have to have meat with it.
Don't think we'll leave the couple of Lewis Gray for probably with the gate money, no financial worries for years, and especially as well they came up from the National League as well.
Yeah, hang on 1 second.
Could have had Castello on a free in the summer, but went for 70 money. Did I?
See, look.
The Heat.
Yeah, versus Bromley, the 20th of the 4th, 2024.
I could see potentially having the same kind of season like Leicester did if they beat Liverpool in the next match. They did beat them at Anfield, so may as well do it at
the City ground.
Do it City ground. I could have had Costa on the free last summer, but went to Saudi. Did I? There was City fans wanting to sing Chris Wood. Good night, lads. Got to be up early. Take care,
Good night.
Thing is, though, Chris Wood's played really well this season for Forest. I mean, since Nuno Espirito Santos come in, his game's changed altogether. I mean, we might not have been playing to his strengths, and that's the problem, you know, because of the way we play. Maybe that was just not Chris Wood's, sort of game. So whatever Nuno's doing. But the thing is, as well, see, when Tottenham had Nuno, they only had him there for a little while before they sacked him. And look, but when you think what the job he's done at Forest, considering when he went in there last season, there were candidates for relegation. He kept them up. And then look what he's done with them this season. And look where they are now. You know, is this a matter of where you look at the likes of Spurs and think, do you get rid of your man just far too quickly? Because, you know, if they had kept him on, maybe he could have done a similar job at Spurs. You never know. But
okay. Can I just quickly nip for a week because I'm pissed? For the toilet,
Yeah,
'cause
of
I'm
course
pissed
you
for a
can.
week.
Go on, Mason.
There's
You can take over for a bit, Tony, because I'm rubbish.
But I mean, look, Mason. After half time as well,
Lewis, do you mean?
not long after half time, Isak had a shot which it was saved by David Raya. Parried towards Gordon. Now was Gordon to stick it in, and then Gordon went up and celebrated and done the Henri celebration. I mean, you know, we went 2-0 up early in that second half. How happy were you with that, Lewis?
I was so happy as it was good. Jeez, you know the Spurs game, first half, 11 minutes added time.
Yeah, I've got it on here. Yeah, Jesus,
Obviously-
that's for that.
Yeah,
That's for that injury, isn't it?
Yeah. But I was so happy. I wish we scored more goals. But God saying that, I did say it before the game, and that I would take a 1-0 defeat.
Well, I actually said in my pre-match last night that I'd take a 2-1 win. That I could see us winning 2-1, but also I wouldn't be so bad if it was a draw. And you know, we got somebody at work who was an Arsenal fan, and he said, "What do you think the score will be?" And I said, "I think we'll win 2-1." And he says, "Yeah, of course." I says, "Yeah." He says, "I can't believe you're that confident." I says, "Well, look," I said, "I'm not being funny." I says, "The way we've been playing lately, we've won, you know, the games we've won on the spin at the time, 6 games on the spin." I says, "I wouldn't be surprised if we go to Arsenal win there." I says, "Why not?" And I'm just saying, Mason, just after the half time, Isak shot, parried by Raya. There was going to stick it into the back stick. Makes it 2-0 to us. And, you know, pretty much you're thinking we're cruising then, aren't we, Mason?
Yeah, I think we would have been. Yeah, and obviously George just said about the big 6 shows out of corruption. What he said is he's meant to represent all 20 clubs and not just a certain 5 who play 3 in red. Exactly. Richard Mossad, so-called businessman who has 0 footballing history knowledge.
Yeah, but this
Can I just make a point? Richard Mossad does support Villa.
I heard he supports Spurs.
No, Villa.
But the old Premier League manager who used to run the Premier League used to support Spurs.
How many Champions League has Arsenal won and how many have Forest? Arsenal have got 0, Forest have got 2. If I'm right.
Yes.
Richard Moss is up the cartel hoops he is, Tom. The Forest team of old Stuart Pearce, Roy Keane, Des Walker, to name a few. The only one who I know at the top of my head is Gary Mills because he had Miles Gated there. He had Miles Gated like 10 years ago. That's the only one I'd know off the top of my head, Gary Mills, because he Miles Gated. So I forgot. I was in the comments. And Mr. Clough says,
what was Chippers on the show tonight, was he?
He was on TTR.
Well, in the show or just in the chat?
On the comments. In the comments.
In the comments.
And Mr. Clough is manager, Julie best England match I'd never match England and any UFC shirts are so expensive. I've seen the we put them back on sale. We made them and obviously look at it. I haven't seen them, but I haven't seen the prices.
I'm going to see how much. I'm going to see how much they are.
No live of the 11 Tony Horlicks have kicked him by then. And Josie does apologise. Rome wasn't built on the day, but in again, I wasn't at work that day, Brian Clough. If they sign Douglas Obese after signing his girlfriend, then man, I think they would sign her. And in the 80s, NUFC played Forest and NUFC fans were shouting scabs of Forest in reference to Nottinghamshire miners who worked during the miners' strike, and Clough said NUFC fans were right. Oh God. And I was a smuggy and Al Cloughie.
He was, yeah.
I'd want to say that tune and Corey Kelly, Newcastle United have lost 2 players in the Middlesbrough day, haven't they? Leaving in the water is that Gallant and Tony Modern, the new swimming goggles at Gallant's
For
website.
God's sake, David. No chance, mate. No chance.
If I went to Royal Screen, I'd order a kebab or burger from Uber Eats. And English chicken, at least that's something too as well. But to quickly do these comments, we'll go into the second half. If I went to Forest Green, I would have jumbo sausage chips from the chippy. Right, we'll go into the second half. If we did, in my eyes, I think we left off what we did in the second, in the end of the after when we had scored in the first half. And obviously, before I think after I went about after when Gordon scores, I think we went defense. Eddie Howe looked like he wanted to go defense mode.
Yeah, because we went 5-5-0.
Yeah, I know. But were you happy to go defensively in the second half?
The thing is, right, I looked at that, right, and I'm just wondering, we've seen a lot of different we've seen a lot going on, right? And I'm just wondering if Eddie Howe's changed a lot of things, because I've seen quite a few changes at the minute with Eddie Howe, and like the game management seems to be a lot better in games. And I think since that Brentford defeat, and I know Anthony Gordon said it as well, that that they've had talks and everything about it since, like, the whole team. But I just think since that Brentford defeat, I think maybe Eddie Howe, all his backroom staff, maybe Paul Mitchell's been involved, maybe James Bunce as well. I see a difference in Eddie Howe's in-game management has got a little bit better now. And I'll tell you why. And we saw it more, obviously, last night as well. But when you think last night, he brought on Lloyd Kelly, make it a back three. Well, it was like a back five because you can add the 2 full backs in that as well. We had no striker on the pitch. He did bring Almiron on as well. But look, I think what he was doing, he had 2 banks of 5. So you're telling Arsenal they've got to break down them 2 banks of 5 if they want to score. And I thought that was brilliant in-game management. I thought we managed that game very well. As I say, his in-game management has improved, Eddie Howe's. So maybe something's clicked, something's changed somewhere. And look, I think he will make changes on Sunday. I don't think it'll be massive changes because he'll respect Bromley. Let's be honest, he won't go out there to disrespect them. We're not going to go out there and play a team full of youngsters. Because obviously we want to get through the next round of the FA Cup as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wolves will not fancy St James's Park next week because we're on this crest of a wave where we're just winning every game at the moment. And it doesn't matter who gets in the way. Whether you're Wolverhampton Wanderers or you're Tottenham Hotspur or you're Arsenal, I mean, look, remember, Arsenal haven't been beaten at the Emirates since April, since Aston Villa beat them. Mm-hmm. So when you think about it, we've been the first team to beat them there since April. And it's not easy to go to the Emirates. Yes, they got a draw with Brighton at the weekend. But, it's... But I just think it was clever. It was clever play from Eddie Howe last night. Have 2 banks of 5. If you want to break us down, you have to get through them. I mean, look, I know he gets a lot of stick at times, and I give him stick last year when because we know he hasn't got the pace. But I'll tell you what, who's been immense this season for us, and people may laugh, but people may say, actually, you're absolutely spot on. I think Dan Burn's been brilliant this season.
Yeah.
He's been a rock at the back. I know he hasn't got the pace, unfortunately, but I tell you what, he's a rock at the back. And even Gordon said last night, he's their player of the season already, regardless. It's... The guy's been brilliant for us. And obviously, Botman can play as a right centre-back. I thought Botman had an excellent game last night as well. He got some important blocks in. And we're starting to see Rolls-Royce coming back. And once he's in full floor, there's no better defender. I think Shea might find it hard to get his place back.
Yeah, it just shows with Dan Burn, at least he's playing in his with Dan Burn, he's playing in his correct position, not like last season when he was majority of last season he was playing a freaking left back. But we'll dive into we'll go into the player ratings soon. I'll just quickly in the a couple of comments. Also, did you see the footballing authorities at Liga allowing Barcelona to register to play 2 players who haven't even been registered yet? Yeah, I've seen that, which is bizarre.
But but have you heard as well about a kid because of the Newcastle game last night? These parents have been told off for taking their son out of school.
I've seen that. I've seen that. Also, the 2 Sixers classes of it's not good. Alicia Russell. Yeah, Coffee, I'm sure Barca government owned as well as was obviously
game.
We weren't going to allow him to lose all money free, and they're in big dire straits, and the UAE would after pressure from Spanish authorities, Barca government funding the club by all accounts. Yeah, it's mental what's going on at Barcelona. The president of the FA Sports for that too. Why Mr. Prince William was that Almo Victor? Nice, yes. Yeah, Prince William. £90 for the euro was expected as that's how Adidas had that much Adidas retros of other clubs.
90 quid.
Jeez, yeah, that's how much they are. I've just had a look.
I can't find
it's nice though.
On the website. I can't find them on the website.
No, because you got it. It's for Max Plus members.
I was just. Oh God, I'm not even there. I haven't seen the holder.
Casey LC to Boran appearance and Georgia Gibson to Boran on loan, which is interesting. They were registered temporarily until 31st December. Barca met the financial ruling by La Liga. They failed to meet that, so registrations withdrawn, lost appeal. Neither club can play. Could play over elsewhere in the field. Fair enough. It's mad what's going back up. It is mad what's happening in what's going on at Barcelona League. Anyhow, game management has improved massively for the better after the defeat against Brentford. Yes, I do agree with you. I agree with you there, Philip. There's no maybe about it. Tony, Eddie, Bruno, Gordon have all said they have collective and one-to-one meetings after the Brentford away game. I
mean, look, I gave Eddie criticism earlier in the season because I just felt players weren't being played. Like Tonali should have been played more, but I've always said Tonali should be played in a deeper role, and it's great to see. It's great to see that now that he's playing that deeper role, we're seeing the best. We're seeing Tonali at his very best, and I think that's helped the performances that we've got now because we've got somebody who's playing as a natural number 6, and as we've got Bruno as a number 8, he's that more creative side of it for us. So and look, we even won a game last night without Bruno.
I know. Yay!
Some people apparently on Twitter are saying about Bentancur. Some people are speculating, saying could it be a stroke because of the way he's gone down? Has he had a stroke? So
that's a good
whatever it is, let's hope he makes a full recovery, whatever it is, and I'm sure that things will be found out.
Totally agree, Tony. Dan Burn's been absolutely outstanding this season, up there for player of the season.
Yeah.
Just seeing Bentancur things, that's no head injury. It reminds me of the way Ericsson went down. BDB stepped up his game. The way he was commanding areas was class.
Yeah.
Awful about kids' parents being told by the school if the kid was out of school for religious reasons, they were being told off. And yet, there's no proof. God exists, what NFC does.
Well, he's absolutely right there because the thing is, right? Okay, they say you shouldn't take your kids out of school and things like that, but come on, it's a big game. right? And it's not like you're going on a holiday for like 7 or 10 days in the sunshine saying, oh, well, because it's icy cold, let's go off to Jamaica for 7 to 10 days because the weather's going to be red hot. And look, and the way I look at it is, okay, the parents have kept them off, but at the end of the day, you're going to a football match to go and watch a big game, which it is a big game. Let's be honest. It's a huge game. So the kid's gone to the game. Okay, he's been seen on TV by probably somebody from the school, one of the teachers or whatever, have seen him on the TV and said, all right, okay, we know why you went to school today. Bang, we'll hit you with a fine. It's wrong. I think if you're off for more, like if you're off for a week or whatever, then I think, yes, okay, that's a bit bad. But missing one day, I'm sorry. At the end of the day, if I was a child and I had the offer of going to the football or going to school, I would say I'd go to football all day long. So, I would. I'm a parent myself, so I would do the same with my daughter. My daughters don't go to school now, but if they did, I would say, no, you're not going to school. You'll come with me. We're going to the match. I'm sorry, I think I'm hoping the school might show, but I hope the school have a bit of leniency towards them and not fine these parents. But they're probably going to hit them with an 80 quid fine or whatever it is. I don't know what the going rate is now, but whatever it is,
it was
it's wrong.
It was an educational trip.
Shouldn't speculate like that. It's nasty. Just wait and see.
Yeah,
absolutely, Tom. Absolutely. I'm just saying what the people are saying there, but it's awful, isn't it?
Wish Bentoncourt have fallen speed recovery year. Tom, speaking of wacky, wishing Bentoncourt speed recovery. I wish Bentoncourt speedy recovery. There was a lot of kids down there in the weekend, to be honest. You know what it is? I said that to me over half a day, and I said the exact same. I'm going to be doing that when we have kids.
Thing is,
I said
what you're gonna. The thing is, though, the kids would want to go to that game. They don't want to be. They don't want to be stuck at home and thinking, "Oh, well, I could have been at the game today, but I've been stuck at school and now I want to come home to watch the football." It's stupid. There should be a bit of there's got to be a bit of leniency. I mean, some parents keep their kids off school and get away with it. So it's wrong. It's wrong. I mean, I understand. I do understand it with parents when because I say I'm a parent myself, so I do understand it when you're taking kids out of school to go on holiday because look, in the school holidays. It is absolutely horrendous, the price of holidays. It is absolutely horrendous, And look, my other half, she used to be working in the school, but she doesn't know more now. Thankfully, so we can go on holiday anytime in the year now, which is great because that's why I go on holiday in September. But I mean, you look at holidays, right? And we looked at, I think it was 10 days, I think it was... I can't remember. It was one of the Caribbean islands anyway, and I think it was. I think it worked out. I think it was for 7 nights. I think it was $2.5 grand. But I think if you went into school holidays, it went up to $4 grand. £1,500 more. It's just absolutely bonkers. We're going to Dubai in September for 2 people, all inclusive, with. Obviously, the flights as well with Emirates. 2,200 quid. Do you know what I mean? For 10 nights. And yet, if we went in the August, yeah, I'm going on the A380 as well. And if we went in the August, it would have cost us nearly $5 grand for the same holiday. So it just shows you they do rip the families off. I mean, I remember because when my daughter went to school, so I'm going back to my youngest is 21. So yeah, I'm going back to when she was. So say it's about 15 years ago. I remember when she went to school when we lived in Sacriston, and when she went to school, I remember she used to get a voucher of the school. The school were handing out little vouchers from Dawson and Sanderson travel agents, and what it was 30% off. So basically, you were getting the holiday for the same price as you would if you weren't in school. Do you know what I mean? So like out of
that's
term.
actually quite a good deal, actually.
So yeah, it worked quite well, and a lot of people used it. But I think they stopped doing it after that, and that's a problem. But if the holiday companies did the same price all year round, well, the same price, when kids are in school and when they're off school, you wouldn't have kids going off school. But at the end of the day, holiday companies are there to make money, and every time school holidays are on, they're going to make as much money as they can possibly make.
Yeah, because obviously,
And Tom Lynch just said there was loads of kids down there anyway, and to be honest.
Yeah, but
yeah, not surprised.
About the holiday prices, because obviously if you from Newcastle and you go on holiday in August, fly from Scotland, it's cheaper because the Scottish kids are back at school in August.
The teachers obviously couldn't get a ticket in the ballot. I've just seen that video and it doesn't look good. It's basically when I'm not going to. It looked like a player who had a heart who was like collapsed with anybody around him. It looked like that. It did look like that. Yeah, it did look like that. There was nobody around him there. He was just going for the ball and then just went to the floor. Yeah. So yeah, that's the last thing I want to know about Benton Cole, because I don't want to speculate. I don't want to speculate because anything could have happened to him. When the kids were off school during lockdown, half the teachers didn't even turn up for their video classrooms. Bloody hell. Worst thing is kids go to run torrent and nothing is done against the smackhead parents who couldn't give a monkeys, yet the kids is obviously with the parents at an important match and they make a deal. Yeah, exactly right. But I've never been gone over an hour, but it's time to do the freaking player ratings, and has been going on for
one last thing about the kids. It could be the last time they could go with the mum, dad, grandparent to an away game.
There's another comment. Any fun train rides today, Lewis?
No, I've been just relaxing today.
Oh, sorry, Lewis. I was going to, if I'd had a bit more time, mate, I would have gone to Colchester Station on Saturday and got you a photograph, because apparently it's the longest platform, isn't it, or something? So, unfortunately, Lewis, I didn't have time to go on Saturday. But if I ever do go down that way, I'll get a photograph for you and I'll send it to you. And then you can put that on your wall in your collection.
Oh, Jesus.
Right, well, these two comments. Benton Core still being seen on Silver Fox as, but yeah. So, yeah. Right, we'll get into the player ratings then. First one on the list, and potentially his last ever Newcastle game. And he did go off with a bang. Dubravka.
I give him a 10.
Tony? Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that.
Yeah, I'd give him a 10 as well. He was that performance.
And that save he made from Gabriel when Gabriel thought he had the goal gaping. So yeah, I thought he did really well for that. And yeah, considering
we're nearly 2-0 down, but thanks to him, we won that game. So it has to be a 10. It has to be a 10. Yeah. What a performance! And please, Martin, please don't go. Please don't go. Next on the list, Livramento.
I thought Livramento had a cracking game last night. Let's be honest. I thought he played really, really well. He was everywhere on that pitch yesterday. Tackling, getting up. I'll give Tino a 9. I thought he was really outstanding last night. I thought he was.
I was saying between a 9 and a 10. I agree, Tony, a 9.
I'll give him a 9 as well, because I thought he was excellent as well. So yeah.
Hang on 1 second.
What?
There must be mentioned something about
Yeah,
And it's
he's
about Graham
up.
Potter.
Hang on 1 second. I just been told by Sky Sports for the football. He's up, walking and talking. And he's off to further tests. That's the good news then. You okay, Mason?
Aye, just quickly for these comments. The Gallant Express, 100 for Dubs from Connor. Dubravka with 9. Dubravka with 10. Dubravka with 9. Voting on performance, not the fact it's possibly his last game. I thought, Tom, I'm going to say to you, if it wasn't for him, we would have probably gotten. If it wasn't for Dubravka, we probably would have lost that game 2-0. That's my eyes. I changed Dubravka.
Yeah,
with
I'm
10.
just going to be obviously with what we just been heard. This is by
Lewis, I'm
Spurs
gonna-
official. No, this is
Pretty
by
good.
Spurs. We are confirmed Roger is conscious and talking, and now, as we said, now we'll go to hospital for further checks.
Livermento on 8,
Mhm.
Tino on 8, Dubs 10, Tino on 9, Tino on 9. Please don't go, don't go away, please don't go. I'm begging you to stay note. And he's given Livermento on 8.5 as well. Next on the list, Sven Botman.
Botman again, I thought he had considering this guy's been out for almost nearly a year, I thought he was immense. It was great to see the Rolls Royce back. He's getting back to his best. Important block last night. He's done a few of them. Yes, okay, Spurs is a little bit ring rusty, but it's great to see the Rolls Royce back. I'm going to give him I'm not going to say a perfect 10, but I'll go 9.5.
Some breaking news, sorry Tony. Isaac Hayden, the Portsmouth also completely say, look, to see off strong competition from a fellow championship club, the Newcastle midfielder will head out for his 4th loan spell. So this is from Darren Whitcup, who is a journalist for Merge Media. So breaking news, Isaac Hayden is on his way to Portsmouth. So sorry, Tony.
Another loan deal.
Yeah, another loan deal. What was you rating, sorry?
9.5.
I'll give him a 9.
Yeah, I'll give him a 9 as well. I thought it was excellent. So a little bit of breaking news for Isaac Hayden is on his way to Portsmouth.
Did you see? I don't know if anybody saw pictures earlier on. Apparently, Miggy today was spotted at Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris.
And apparently he's away for a break. According to his agent, he went away for a break.
I think he's off.
I think he's heading over to Charlotte.
Toronto want him as well, where Matty Longstaff is.
Yeah, go on, Mason.
Freaking fans.
No, but he'd be on his way. He'd be going to France and then going over to America.
Yeah, so I've given Botman a 9. Next on the list, Dan Burn.
Give
9. I thought he was outstanding again.
Yeah, I'll give him a 9 as well. I thought he was excellent as well last night. Botman were excellent together last night. I'll quickly in the comments before we go on to Lewis Hall. Actually, we'll do Lewis Hall since he's the last defender. Lewis Hall.
I'll give him a 9 as well. Because obviously we haven't conceded a goal. That's the benefit. And we're 2-0 up in that. We played really well, and a 9 is decent. It's a decent score to give him.
I thought Hall played well last night. He's England's number 1 left back as far as I'm concerned, so it gets a 10 from me.
Yeah, I thought it was perfection as well last night, so I'll give him a 10 as well. Absolutely perfection for Lewis Hall. Right, in the comments before we go into the midfielders. And if you're in Tony's group chat, I have sent the link of the Isaac Hayden supporters deal.
Tell you what makes me laugh last night, right? Is I went on Twitter and there was an Arsenal fan was on there, right? And it made me laugh. The most embarrassing part is he's actually tagged Arsenal in it as well, his club, which is more embarrassing. You know, and we talk about our fans tagging owners and things like that. And he tagged Arsenal in it and said, Arsenal must go and buy Isak and Gordon from Newcastle. And I thought, well, if you've got at least £300 million, then you best get started because that's what it will cost you, at least. Yeah, so he said he wants Isak and Gordon at Arsenal.
Delusional. 9 is an excellent score. He wasn't perfect. 4 from Tom. Glad he seems okay. Bottom of 10. Bottom of 10. Bottom of 10. Number 10 from Philip. Bottom of 9.5. Vicky being seen at airport with his agent off for medical. I haven't seen anything about that medical bit. Hopefully he's on his way to PSG. Charles the goalie was a twat.
He was a twat. Yes, you're right there.
Who the hell is that?
And that airport
Who the hell is that?
Bloody freezing.
It was Charles the Gary.
Charles de Gaulle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got. It used to be a French, but obviously it's the airport in Paris.
You get the Charlotte, North Carolina.
A former president. He was a former president of France, Charles de Gaulle.
Oh, right. So I'm not.
And the airport. The airport's bloody freezing as well. And gets to play when you get through the border thing. All the play in the airport is Disney. The one that was on beat when Years Upon a Star. You go, oh my god, it drives me insane for 4 hours in the airport waiting to fly back.
You get the Charlotte, North Carolina from Paris Airport. Fair enough. Burn a 10. Burn a 10. Burn a 9.5.
De Gaulle got sentenced to death for treason.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, right. Lewis Hall 9.5.
No, not Jesus, 10. Charles de Gaulle, Lewis.
The Brav got a 10, Tino 9, bottom 10, Burn 10, Hall 10 from Julie. 9. Problem is the Charlotte deal is apparently only 5 million. No. I've seen that. Hopefully they freaking accept it. Hall and 9. Take me on a trip. I want to go to someday. Charlotte Champions League Europe. I want to see you play. I really want to get you. But you're my Super Lewis Hall, my Lewis Hall. We want Saliba, Oregon, Saka at Newcastle. Saka will want to come because he's I don't know if he is, but I know his dad's a Toon fan. Saka's.
Yeah, his father's a Toon fan.
I don't know if Saka is. Arsenal fan talking about Isak so arrogantly, the same way that Trump is taking about the US taking Greenland off Denmark. Bloody hell! But it has to be either oil and gas related. That Charles de Gaulle born in 1919. Bloody hell!
Yeah.
Charles de Gaulle was the French general who was the leader of the Free French fighting with the UK and US against the Nazis. Was in the president after the war. Oh, fair enough. Oh, so Saka is a Toon fan and all. A nice one. Oh, I thought he was an Arsenal. I thought he was an Arsenal fan. No, Tony de Gaulle did not get sentenced to death.
I didn't.
That was Philip Pétain, the French general who collaborated with the Nazis and led Vichy France. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I apologise on that one. Yes, that's correct. I stand corrected on that one.
Where are we getting into the midfield? Willock?
Willoquinho.
Look, I thought first half...
That should be a red card.
Oh, it was.
Oh, God, that could be a red card for Tsimikas. That's bad.
Nah,
no card?
Come on, it's Liverpool, isn't it? They get away with murder, Liverpool. But look, Willock didn't have the greatest first half, let's be honest. Second half, he did a bit better in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
So, look, it's a difficult one. I don't know what to give him, but I don't want to be too harsh on the lad. But the second half, he did up his game a little bit in the second half. I'm going to sit on the fence with this one and give him a 7.5.
I give him an 8.
He was getting pelters at half time. I know Eddie Howe came out and said he had suffered a knock and that's why he came off. I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 6. I've always all right at times, but not enough in my eyes, so I'll give him a 6. Next on the list, Sandro sorry, I'll get my words out. Sandro
Tonali. Yeah, I thought he had a great game, Sandro. Brought stuff up at the back. Shame he's shite. He couldn't keep that down a little bit lower, but you know, Tonali's been excellent. To be honest with you, you know, he played a part in that goal that Gordon scored. For me, he's just brilliant all around, Tonali, and I've always said put him in that deeper role, and we'll see the benefits of this guy. You know, I mean, I always said back in that when the owners took over, one player I'd love to see at Newcastle in that first transfer window would have been Tonali, and I thought we'll never ever get him. You know, to be honest with you, and I was quite surprised when we did get him, but obviously we did, and he's going nowhere. Our little Italian maestro. So, I give Tonali a 9 for last night. I thought he was outstanding again.
I agree, Tony. I give him a 9 as well.
I'll give him a 9. I thought he was excellent once again, and I'm just going to say it here. A midfield three of Bruno, Sandro, and Joelinton can never be broken. I did want that midfield to be broken because I love it. So I'll give him a 9 because I thought he was excellent again last night. Mr. Joelinton.
You played well. It still worked in the midfield. We didn't have the full strength midfield, but it worked out. I give him a 9.
Joelinton, yeah, I mean he had a good game. Got a yellow card as well. Joelinton for me, I would have given him a 9, but because of his yellow card, I'll give him 8.5.
Yeah, I'll give him a.
Spurs just missed a chance, an open goal.
Copyright. So yeah, I'll give Joelinton an 8. I'll give Joelinton an 8. I think he needs with Joelinton. I think he needs to calm down a little bit. He was excellent. He was trying to get the crowd up in passion, but you need to calm down a little bit. We're getting to the comments.
Oh God, how did he miss that?
Oh, how did he miss that? Jesus! How did he miss that? Spanish bastard! How did he miss that? You would. I wanted Tottenham. I hope to come back and get that freaking goal. Apparently the whole family but Bukayo Saka. Arsenal have a higher chance of finishing signing Matt Haaland from Man City. Willock a 7. Willock an 8. Liverpool. Dirty Bin Buzz. Willock a 7. Tonali a 10. Tonali a 10. I'd sell Willock. Tonali a 10, easy. Tonali a 9. His off-ball work is amazing. It is absolute perfection. The goal was very stubborn and demanded that he commanded three French forces independently of the UK and US even before his forces were in exile with the French under Nazi rule. If the only ball didn't balloon over, what a goal it would have been. Would have been absolutely perfection. So look, Joelinton 8.5. Joelinton 9. After Alice now, Kez from Never Fell is the latest Man U fan who's been making videos praising us. I seen Alice did, and I didn't realise Kez was. Big Joe 9. UK and US militaries along with forces from other exiled countries all work under it. Unified command. The French did too, but only after a lot of lot of complaints and after Sulcan from the Galley. Oh, fair enough. Willock 7, Willock Tenardi 9.5. I must miss. What an absolute sitter, man.
Yeah, but
Right,
to
we're
be
getting to the
fair,
front three.
it's just one of those things. Like, at least
We'll get into the front three, then Jacob Murphy.
I'll give him an 8.
Tony?
I thought Murphy played all right last night. Tracked back as well, like he usually does. Yeah, Murphy for me, 8.
I'll give him an 8 as well. That pass for Isaac's goal. Oh! Nearly a sitter.
Yeah.
Oh. So I'll give him an 8. Next on the list, Isaac.
An easy 10. An easy 10.
Tony?
Isaac, yeah, 10 all day for me, man the match. You know, he was live wire all night, wasn't he? And showing the Arsenal fans, you know, how happy he is at Newcastle as well. So I give Isaac a 10.
Yeah, I'll give for 10 as well. He was outstanding last night. And just to pipe down with them Arsenal fans, I just love it.
Mm-hmm.
Last at the start, 11, Anthony Gordon.
10 as well.
Yeah, Gordon was fantastic again last night, wasn't he? Full of energy. England's best left winger now, isn't he, as well? As I said about 12 months ago, and when he first got in the England team as well under Southgate, and I did get pelters for this, by the way, when I did say this, but I'm absolutely spot on. But the pelters didn't come from obviously our fan base; it came from that red fan base in Manchester, because they didn't like the fact that I turned around and I said Gordon is not just streets, he's miles ahead of Marcus Rashford. And I got pelters off Man U fans. I even had Man U fans DMing me saying that I was a dickhead and all this because
was John Sinclair
Rashford's far better than Gordon.
Tony was John Sinclair one of them.
No. And I am absolutely spot on that he was better, a lot better than than Rashford, and that. And like Coffee said, I did mention that once when we were signing him. People weren't happy about him at first. I said, look, he was a rough diamond that needed smoothed out, and now he's been smoothed out. What a diamond we've got here on our hands. Mm-hmm. And he's already come out and said that he's got a contract, an extended contract here, and he ain't going anywhere. So there you go.
Yeah, I'll give him a 10. What was your rating? Sorry, Tony?
10.
Yeah, I'll give him a 10 as well. Outstanding last night. Outstanding. We're getting into the comments before we go into the subs. Poor Mr. Sitter still spacey. Jeez. Willock a 7, Tenardi 9.5, Jolinton 8.5, Jovan 8, Murphy a 9, Murphy an 8, Murphy in your 10 best right wing in the world at the moment. He might be up there. Murphy a 9, he's at a 10, he's at a 10. He's at a 10 on Philip. Murphy a 9. He's at a 10. Alexander the Great 10. Gordon a 9. Gordon a 9 from Joe and Philip. He's at a 10. Gordon at 10. Gordon 6, Barnes at 6, Kelly at 7, and Almond at 6. Coffee says Gordon at 10 as well. Referee 7, Barnes 10, Howard 10, Gordon 8.5. Gordon should get 11 extra points for the Henry celebration. Pure shit. I love that Henry celebration.
Mm-hmm. It's because Henry was his favourite player, wasn't he? So
I heard about that. Gordon 10, can't believe some comments earlier about him being quiet. In that case, what was the telly show? And he was a men's player of the match last night. Totally agree, Tom. I'm off now. Guys. Great job as always. Take care. You too, Philip. Tony did say Gordon was a diamond in the rough. He did. The cartel clubs think they could steal the other club's diamonds without actually working on players. They have. You've just mentioned there Dewsbury Hall, Coffee. Look at Chelsea's ordering players. Dewsbury Hall is no longer part of Chelsea's plan. And the Nick friggin' Pedro Neto and all. He's been there for 6 months as well. Exactly. Imagine if he's acted the Henry celebration. Oh, Jesus Christ.
But like, have you heard with Chelsea? They are close to breaking PSR because they have spent £100 million for about the last 5 seasons.
Right, we're getting the subs in. Right, Kelly?
Go on to
he made one clearance, didn't he, as far as I can remember, but steady 6.
Yeah, I give it a 6 as well.
I'll give him a 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give him a 5. Next on the list, Harvey Barnes.
I give him a standard 5. I didn't see much of him in the second half.
Tony?
Because we were going into like defence mode and game management mode, I think there wasn't a lot from Harvey Barnes, wasn't there? So but a 6 for me.
Go on, Mason.
I'll give him a 5.
Because we went a 5-5-0.
Next
on the list, Sean Longstaff.
Now, I thought he put himself about and he done some, like, he made a couple of clearances as well, got a couple of interceptions in, so it's a bit of a difficult one, but what am I going to give Longstaff? I'll give him a 6.
Yeah, I'll give him a 6 as well.
I give him a 6.
It'll be interesting. I reckon if Longstaff doesn't play Sunday, then does that mean he could be on the move because then he's not cup tied?
I think he'll be Everton or Leeds bound.
Well, we know Leeds are definitely after him, aren't they?
Yeah. Last of the subs, and he's picked it in France. Almiron.
Didn't do an awful lot, did he? Really? And then when he had that chance, he was he offside? Wasn't he? But
I'm just gonna give him a standard 5 because he didn't do much. I'm just gonna give him a standard 5.
5 from me as well.
Yeah, I give him a 4, but a standard 5. Yeah.
Very quickly in the comments before we do the last 2, and then we'll be done. Sorry.
The last 3.
France referee who?
He said 2.
I meant to say 3. Kelly 7.5, Barnes a 6, Barnes a 5, Longstaff a 4.
Oh, that's a bit poor Joe, isn't it?
Longstaff 6.5 from Tom. I remember this talk ever. Watching Arsenal is always like watching Netflix. You always have to wait for the next season. I have seen that was funny to be honest. Like, first 10 minutes atrocious from Joe. Mickey 5 and Almond 6 and Alvin 6.5 from Tom Lynch.
That was a yellow card for Spurs, by the way.
That was a yellow card. He just looked shocked as well, Berg, for like he got it, but it was a yellow card all day. That
I don't have a.
It's no good wagging your finger saying it's not a foul because it is a clear foul.
No, to be fair, he's been lucky not to catch the player if he stood there.
I don't have
Even
a photo of
Buster
him.
got loose, and it's not a foul.
I don't have a photo of him, but the referee.
John Brooks.
Mhm.
I
Lewis?
thought he refereed it okay. I mean, he doesn't seem too bad, did he? But there was things that he did miss in that game. Let's be honest. So
Yeah, and a couple of them when we just tapped the Arsenal players. They went down easy, got the free kick. We got took out, nothing given.
well, he missed that pull on Isak as well, didn't he? By Trossard.
Yes.
So
No, they did.
but then he gave the corner when the ball went off, and it shouldn't have been. It should have been a free kick. But so I'm going to say Nunes just missed a goal while it's being saved by the keeper. But again, he's shooting blanks again. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give the referee, because I'll explain my reason. I'm going to give the referee a 1. And the reason he gets a 1 is he gets a positive mark for blowing the full-time whistle. Because at least he got something right.
Lewis?
A 3. Because obviously, as we said, you missed the pull on Isaac, but VR did check. They said it was nothing doing because there was nothing wrong.
I'll give him just a standard 5. Longstaff 0, Bonds 6, Kelly 7, fans 10, referee minus 10, Howard 10, Eddie 10, fans at 10, referee minus 10, referee minus 2,000, needs Specsavers. Went and already got chopped down, not even a free kick. I
forgot about that one, yeah.
Eddie Howe? For his in-game management, look, everything's been going right. Everything is touching, it's turning to goal, let's be honest. So I give Eddie a 10.
Lewis?
I agree. 10.
Yeah, it has to be a 10. And last but not least, fan base.
10.
Oh, it's got to be 10.
So not the away.
Yeah.
So 6,000 fans on your Tuesday night. 3 days after we played Spurs away in London as well again.
Eduardo 10, Howard 10. Funny story about the fans and coaches.
Good block. Well, block by Spurs.
Oh, Lewis, I was going to read a message. Yeah, I was going to read a comment there. Funny story about fans and coaches. I was on the train. Did he take a picture of the menu? Oh, I forgot. Did he take a picture of the menu? Because he said he was going to try and do it. I forgot about that.
I remember the last time at the Emirates Stadium, that was 2012, when we lost to Arsenal, when we lost 2-1 in injury time. And I remember going went in, I got it, I says, oh, I'll have a pint. And then picked the pint up and gives it, I went, what's that? And I said, it's pint. I says, yeah, but I want one on draft, because it was the one that was already done. And I says, well, how long's that been sitting there? And then he sort of stuttered and that. He went, oh, only a couple of minutes. I went, it's been there longer than a couple of minutes. I says, because it's been stood in that queue now 10 minutes. I says, and then BS have only been moving to the people in front of me. I says, so I want a fresh one out the draft.
No, Arsenal, they probably
and he says, oh, he says, we can't do that. He says, you have to take this one. I went, no, I don't. I said, I want one out the draft. And he went and got his supervisor, and his supervisor says, just give him what he wants then.
No, Arsenal, they probably would charge to take a picture of the menu. Right, and folks, that's us finished. We'll be back tomorrow for the preview for the big up game against Bromley on Sunday. And good news, folks, that Peter is back tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So it'll be me and Peter back tomorrow. I was on the train, but funny story about the coaches. Supporter club uses Cumbrian coaches in Carlisle. Coaches right back in the tune, but one fan was asleep when only discovered when coaches were. Jesus. Imagine being stuck in Carlisle. Bloody hell. Yeah, every little helps towards Pierre. Sorry, exactly, Maggie.
I remember.
Are you going to say that, Tony?
Yeah, look, talking about supporters, coaches, and that, I mean, look, I remember when we went to Field Mill, I mean, Keegan was Manchester, so it was when we were in second tier, and we played in the Coca-Cola Cup. I think that's what it was called back then, if I remember. It's the League Cup anyway. We beat Mansfield 3-0. And it was Armstrong Galley, the coaches he used to use from the Newcastle United Supporters Club shop on the Haymarket. It's not there now, the shop, by the way. A lot of people might remember that shop.
At Monument.
And so anyway, we come back to the coach, and the bloody coach broke down on the A1 in North Yorkshire. So obviously they got in touch, and they were waiting for another coach to come out and pick us up. And then the driver then said, "Oh, by the way, well, Armstrong Galley used to do a coach service called the Non-Stop Clipper, and it used to run from Newcastle to London non-stop. Well, obviously that changed drivers at Milton Keynes, but anyway, Newport Pagnell. So anyway, the driver says, "Oh, there's a bus coming back from London, the non-stop Clipper. It's only got about 6 people on, but for what we've got on this coach, everybody will fit on there." And they said, "But can you just be?" And he says, "Just try and be a bit respectful to the passengers, or no too much singing or anything like that." He says, because they're obviously travelling back from London to Newcastle. And, so we were like, "Oh, yeah, okay then." And then the bus pulled in about half an hour later to pick us all up. And it was brilliant because we all got on the bus. And what happened? The fans started singing and chanting and everything, so it was brilliant. It was a good atmosphere. And so obviously I have the 2 drivers. So one driver, one's driving, obviously, and the other one's doing the serving, because he used to sell hot drinks, sweets, snacks, all that sort of thing, sandwiches and that. And they actually sold out everything between North Yorkshire and Newcastle. Everything got sold out. There was beer and everything. The whole lot was sold out. I remember the guy turned around saying, "I'm glad," he says, "I thought we were having a boring trip back because we only had 6 people on and we weren't selling a lot." He says, "But yous have got on," he says, "and you've cleared out of everything," because the drivers used to get, because that used to be like for themselves, so they used to make the money off that. And he says, "Yeah," he says, "you've helped us out tonight," he says, "because everything's sold out. We haven't got anything left," because somebody was asking, "Have you got another drink?" He was like, "We've got nothing," so, but it was pretty funny though. But yeah, so I thought
going back to Carlisle, had to be dropped at Holtwell's station at 5 a.m. this morning. God, Jesus.
Oh, God.
They need the money to buy Isaac. Had the split story. Need to read what part 2. Right, and folks, we'll be back, as I've said, we'll be back tomorrow with a preview of the Bromley game. Good news, people. Me and Peter will be making his return after having some time off due to a family bereavement.
1-0 Spurs.
Oh, get in! Get in!
Yeah!
Get in! Get in! Oh, please. Could this be with chance? Could this be with chance, people? Could this be with chance, people? I'm not getting my hopes up for people. Could this be the chance? Get in! Oh, I want to Tottenham in the final and all. Jason Lewis and Tony 10 out of 10 from coffee. Yes, I did, but it was very. Hang
on, there's a VAR check.
He's offside.
He's offside, I think.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Are they going to see this?
VAR's checking this for an offside. Hang on a minute. Oh.
At this stage of the competition.
Lewis, you're going to get done for copyright, mate, because I've just heard that.
It's not mine. Mine was on silent.
So is mine on silent. Sure, it wasn't you, Lewis.
It looks like to me, Alexander Arnold's putting him on. No, it's offside. his arm's offside. Yeah, yes, I did, but of course it's VAR. Aye, his arm's offside. It looked like the first Alexander-Arnold was playing him on. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, as I've said, we'll be back tomorrow for the preview for the
We heard the referee! We heard the referee!
That was much better, wasn't it? Though.
Exactly. That
it was.
Why we had to celebrate this? We just heard the ref.
So we'll be back tomorrow for the preview for the Emirates Cup game against Bromley. What I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to do my usual stuff, but I'm going to throw in players to watch out and players who you might not know, but I'll give you some information on. There's one player I'm going to keep quiet, but there's one player everybody will know. Everybody will know about this player. But I want to keep that quiet. So that's what I'm going to phone tomorrow. I'm going to give you information on certain players who play for Bromley. Quickly do the housework. If you enjoyed what you've seen, Sorry, Tony.
And remember, it's the return to Newcastle United for Andy Woodman.
Oh God!
It is.
Yeah, Andy Woodman, and he can't wait.
If you enjoyed what you see, hit that like button. Subscribe if you enjoyed it and you haven't, subscribe to the channel. And hit the notification bell if you be notified on when the next show will be tomorrow. With me and Peter.
And if you want to be a member, it's 99p. And if you want to subscribe to Tony's channel as well.
So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for the preview for the Bromley game. As I said, by the way, it isn't Andy Woodman who I'm keeping the secret for.
No.
I'm going to keep a secret for a player who will all recognise. I'll tell Tony. I won't tell anybody else. I'll tell you who it is backstage. North London Salty Boys not having much luck already. And I am. Tony, do you want to plug your channel out? What you've got coming up on the channel?
Yeah. So Sunday I'll have the pre-match show ahead of the game against Bromley in the FA Cup. Obviously my channel name's changed from It's All Black and White TV, as everybody knows, to the football channel, Groundhopper. As I say, the reason I did change that name was because I have explained it, just in case anybody's new and doesn't realise why. As there are so many Newcastle United channels, I thought I'd do other things which is a bit different as well, going around different grounds and, so I may even go to an on-league game on Saturday, but I haven't decided yet, so I may do. So if I do, of course, there'll be a match vlog for that as well. If you haven't seen my Colchester vlog, that's on there. Would I say Colchester's the most depressing club in England or the UK? I would possibly say yes, because their fans deserve better. Let's be honest. But yeah, so if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, do it over there and press that subscribe and help me get towards 1,300, because that would be absolutely fantastic. I'm only 15 away now from hitting 1,300, but yeah, I've definitely got the pre-match coming up on Sunday, so do catch me for that.
Thank you, Tony. So yeah,
Cheers,
me and Peter will be back tomorrow. So for the preview for the Bromley game. So we'll see you tomorrow, people. Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good one. Take care, folks.